Miesha Tate one of your favorites coming back for her second fight after retirement?
I don't know if she's one of my favorites. She might be my favorite.
Ooh,
she might be my favorite.
Might be your favorite against Caitlin Vieira. That's a tough go. But they're both very good on the ground. And the one thing that I think, if you're looking at Vieira's last fight, I think it was her last fight. It might have been one before. She had the loss against Kunitskaya, where she was taking her down, being in the top position, and Kunitskaya was actually doing the better work from underneath and got the win. And she better not be in that position with Miesha, because Miesha is very good with her submission. She's very good with her striking, even off of her back. So she can find herself in the same spot. I hope she's learned from that one fight and fixed some of the things that she was doing. She's a good fighter, and she's tough as hell, but so is Miesha. So it's a great matchup. It's a good main card fight.
Yeah. Dave, can you pull up Miesha's Instagram? Dave's going to be inserting some pictures today. I mean, she's 35, maybe 36 now. She's 35 years old, and she is ripped. Look at that. Like, when she was champ, she didn't look like that. And I know we talked about this, I think, a little bit before her last fight. But she has done a great job of making sure that she's taking this extremely. Look how lean her legs are.
No, her legs aren't lean. Her legs are jacked.
Yeah,
she got quads.
She looks good. She was never like that when she was fighting when she was younger.
No, she was never that ripped.
This is what I want to remind people, and maybe I'm going to toot my own horn here a little bit. People gave me a lot of flack when I did Joe Rogan's show, and I said that women don't hit their prime until like 34, 35, 36, like that. And I got a lot of flack for that. I'm sorry. Dave, you got to take that down. I'm sorry, but
that's a good one to put it right there, Dave.
You know what I mean? Like, she is lean. She has, I mean, I understand that you take it serious, that she's been taking it serious. She's always taking it serious, but I don't know. I have this belief that I feel like females don't seem to find their groove in their physical peak until like 34, 35, 36. And they just, I can't, without being offensive.
You need
just
to
mature.
Stop.
I know. They just mature though. Like, look, even her facial structure though, like her face is leaned out. Everything is leaned out. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You know, I feel like women that are in there, I've seen a lot of beautiful women saying they're 24, 26, 27, but then you see them again later on at 34, 35, and they don't, like, I don't want to say baby fat, but they have like their facial structure seems like it has leaned out. They have done, I don't know, they just look like they have matured into their body or into their, everything else. So she's, I mean, like, she has done.
You need to just a lot of hard work. Stop.
I get it.
Stop.
I get it.
It's not working. What you really need to say is
I was patting myself on my back.
After having 2 babies, she is not gaining any fans from women out there who use that as, well, you know, I had 2 kids. She looks better than ever. I mean, she's in that position where she has really jumped on her workout program, her nutrition program, and you're seeing the results. And we'll see if those results pay off in the cage.
Yeah. I think that she's always been pretty strong for her size. She lacked a little bit in speed, which we've talked about, but I feel like with her last fight, she looked like she was the same speed she was before she left, or a little bit faster.
She actually looked faster.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I think also too, maybe just time away from the sport.
Could be.
Got her to rejuvenate herself. You know, just like, okay, look, she was working for one. She was living in Singapore. You know, that whole feeling, and then coming back to Vegas and then being around everyone that she knows and getting back into training with the young and up and coming, you know, females that are there, probably just rejuvenated her a little bit. Like, okay, you know what? I'm training with these girls and I'm doing just fine with them. And I know it's not a fight, but I'm in the gym doing just fine. I have just had, you know, a second baby. All I do is get in shape. I think she might. I remember when I said people thought I was crazy that she might be able to make a title run. I mean, we're going to find out this weekend if she can get it done. But she's got a little bit left in her, I think. Let me look at her. That was my point, John. Look at her body in the Sherdog picture, and then look at her body, at the and that was UFC 200 when she was already the champ. Yeah. And then look at her body now. I mean, it's just completely different.
Yeah. But that's what proper nutrition and working out like a bandit will do for you. You're going to get that way, and she's putting in the time. It's time and effort.
She's a stud. She's a stud for sure. She's got a great work ethic, and she's a stud. But can you pull up the brackets? Oh, not the brackets. Sorry, the rankings. I say brackets. Sorry, Dave started pulling up pictures. I started losing my train of thought.
Should be in the 135.
Yeah.
She's mumbling.
Already at 8.
Kaylin, she's already at 8. Yeah. I think she beats Aspen Ladd. I don't know if she'd fight Juliana Pena because I think they trained together for a while when they were up in Washington. Maybe she would. She
was Juliana's coach for Tough.
Yeah. Juliana's fighting for the title next, correct?
Yep, against Amanda.
Yeah. Yep. So, if you put her up in that mix, I think it'd be probably next would be either Aspen Ladd or Irene Aldana, correct, to get her to jump the line? Who do you think?
I would think that Kunitskaya would be the one that would be, next? Jumping up there. If you're getting into Pena and Aldana, she's already, let's just be honest. The rematch to make is the Holly Holm. She beat Holly. Now if you go back and you watch the fight, from what I remember, it was, she lost the first round. She won the second round. And I think she won at 10-8 when it was. Yeah,
that surprised me when you told me that a while back. That surprised me.
No, she did. She had, she was doing good work. She got, position on Holly, kept advancing her position, got to her back. She deserved a 10-8 in that round, but then Holly won the third and the fourth, and Miesha had to go out there and finish her, and she did. But can she do it again? I don't know. But I'm sure that Holly would like to get that one back. And so you look and you say, you want to jump up in the ranks? There's your perfect fight. It's a perfect rematch. It won her the belt, and I'm sure Holly would really like that rematch.
Yeah, the only one that I think in that ranking system that I'm looking at that I'd like to keep her away from would be Jermaine. Just the physical strength.
Yeah, but if she got Jermaine to the ground, she'd have a chance in that fight.
Yeah, she'd have a really good chance if she got her to the ground. That's a tough one. Because Jermaine, Miesha, when she's taking shots, she's not the same fighter trying to get the takedown. No. We saw that when she lost to Amanda Nunes. So when she starts taking shots, she starts to wilt a little bit in terms of no one likes to get hit, but she doesn't handle the damage as well as as somebody like Jermaine. Jermaine, she'll take a shot to give a shot, but Jermaine also can't hang with her on the ground. No, but she's gonna have a hard time getting her down. I think Miesha will have a hard time getting her down. I'm just looking in terms of who we can get there to jump the line. I was thinking if she gave her the next one be Aspen Ladd, then after that, kind of see where Holly and Aldana and where Juliana ends up after, and then fight one more to get to the title shot.
You got her fighting a lot, man.
Yeah, I know, but hey.
I think the first thing she's got to do is get past Vieira. There you go. You got to get past Vieira. And that's not going to be an easy thing because on the ground, they match up very well.